Hey guys, last fan of the night.
That's very nice.
So for more content and behind the scenes and fun stuff, go to patreon.com/dspiffy. And just today I put something interesting up there. And many days. So this is a 36-inch Envirofan Gold line. This is the version they sell today.
Yeah. And it's been sold since mid-'80s, because I got one from Mark Wilson from about 86, I believe.
So they started making this design when they switched to the China factory.
Yes, that's what I'm guessing. I'm thinking heavily that.
I wonder what they sold for 36-inch gold line. Oh, we know what they sold in the from the Taiwan era, because we have one. It's that flat bottom stuff.
Yeah, it's like the orange line ones.
Yep.
Very similar to
That's
that.
probably the rarest version.
Yeah.
So unlike Pete, I didn't see these until I went to the Envirofan website in the 90s and learned that they were still making fans. I never saw these installed until probably the early 2000s.
Okay.
But Pete saw these installed many years ago.
Yes. Yeah, basically, I call it my parents' church.
Do they still go to that church?
No.
Okay.
No, they haven't since pretty much the beginning of the millennium or
Gotcha.
so. But all I can say is when they built the new sanctuary back in the beginning of the 90s, for a bigger one, kind of like what GMS did,
right?
Same reason, they built the new one, and these were the fans that were installed for not down the center peak like typical, because the church looked like GMS kind of, except sloped steeper.
Gotcha.
Like it was as high as the front.
Gotcha.
But it sloped down to about a little bit lower than the lower parts of the joists.
Gotcha.
About maybe 10 feet at most, probably about as high as the rail on the loft rail.
Gotcha.
About that low. But in the middle, they went across, four across, instead of like center down a peak. So.
Gotcha.
But I was really excited to see them put fans in, because the old church, the old sanctuary,
did not have fans.
No, they just had pedestals. And I was already going to that school, the Lutheran church school, that did have fans, and but ours did not have fans. So when they built the new one, I couldn't wait for it to be open and ready for use because of the fans. But when they started to use the fans, they made a loud clicking and wobbling.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why, but they were faulty or defected,
or just the way that they were installed. There was like a wire that just happened to be in the right position in the canopy that, they probably weren't balanced.
Right, I think that's what it was, something like that. But that's why they never used them at first, because they kept turning them back off because they kept getting too noisy.
Gotcha.
So, but once they fixed that, they started to use them more for heat than anything else.
Yep, as one does.
Yeah. In fact, one of the guys there told me that they would go on, they were programmed to go on automatically along with the solid state control.
Nice.
It was an automatic, so because they would actually have, the church get heated well before.
Right.
And not heated, other times, as they would be able to do. It's one of those things where they don't need someone there to go turn it on.
Yeah.
But this is what they saw, the version back in, I would say, 1990 is one of those. So it would have been this exact version now, along with being installed, going four across, following the pattern of the pews, similar to yours.
Yep.
The pattern, how yours are, they kind of go
in a semicircle.
Yeah, and they followed that same pattern. But because of that slope ceiling, they mounted them ball socket with a typical canopy.
They probably got whatever ball socket mounting kits there were at the hardware store or whatever.
Yes, so knowing that church had, ramped floors.
Yeah.
And I know it was cement underneath. I saw scissor lifts in there while they were still working on it. So I think that's how they got the lights and fans up in the very first place. But seeing pictures in a recent time, I saw they replaced them with some kind of white 5-blade.
Boo.
Yes, boo is right.
You should. Too bad you didn't catch it. You could have maybe got the old ones.
Exactly, yeah. Although I wouldn't have been sad, since in a way, knowing I can get these any
You
day
can.
of the week.
It's still sad to see him go in the dumpster.
I know.
Was this one reversible? Was there a red wire in the
Yes,
canopy?
there was.
Which
but
is
it's
kind
not
of silly with the curved blades.
You're right. Just like the black one.
Yep, you'd need to flip the blades for it to make any sense in reverse.
Yeah.
Okay, well, are we ready?
Yes. So we got to do 0 to high on this one.
Let's do 0 to high.
Okay. Well, we got to see big inrush or little.
What do you think?
I'm thinking little inrush.
I'll go with big.
Okay.
0.43. Okay, so we're already at big.
Yeah. And sometimes for music practices of me playing drums, I would go and turn them on high just to see the insanity that these gave
Well, that
off.
was nice that they let you do that.
I
You
kind of
practice
did.
in there.
Well, no, I would practice with those friends.
Gotcha.
Like Youth Sunday.
That's quite a big inrush, actually.
That is. Bigger than I expected.
A whole 1/10 of an amp.
Yeah.
Power factor of 1, too.
Yeah.
And I actually feel quite the breeze from it here.
Yeah, that's why I liked, would do it just, if it was just us,
Well, go ahead and tack it.
Oh, yeah, the kids, or whatever.
You see where the anemometer ended up? I know Todd was playing with it.
Yeah, I do not.
Well, it couldn't have gone that far.
Yeah, every time my stuff gotta disappear.
Well,
Oh, it's me. No,
in this case, we can blame Todd. It's right here.
Oh. Okay. Well, first I'm gonna go up with the tap.
I enjoy blaming Todd anyway, so even if it wasn't his fault, we would still blame him.
I'm getting 1330.
It's pretty fast.
It is fast.
443.
Yeah, that is fast. I mean, a full size goes to like 300.
Yeah, that might be the fastest RPM we've tested on a ceiling fan, not counting the circulators.
I'm curious about that little 36-inch coat up. I should do that one of these days.
Absolutely should.
Because that thing is really flying, probably about as fast as this, maybe a little faster.
Oh, definitely.
It almost sounds like a box fan when it's on high.
Which one, the 4-blade?
Yeah, that thing sounds like a box
Are the bearings freed up? They were pretty steep when I had it installed at the organ shop.
They must have.
Gotcha.
Because that thing is just, it sounds like a box fan.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. 551.
What happens if you go closer to the blade tips or closer to the center?
Not as much. It's more at the start of the curve.
Gotcha. What happens when you go more out towards the blade tips?
Smaller. So it's
What happens if you get closer?
590. Oh, 610.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting, it reads all over the place, but.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with 610. So that is a 4300 CFM.
Okay. That's a 36-inch.
Yeah.
That's.
Pretty impressive.
It is.
Yeah, I for some reason I didn't think these were that great air movers. I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, well, I told you that I would really just try the insanity, just like I do here with these, with the loft fans.
Will you spin down?
Yeah, we'll do spin down.
Yeah, because
These always seem to have a rather quick spin down.
yeah, well, there's not that much momentum. They're very light blades, and it's a small fan.
Yeah, I would do that too, way back.
Looking at this makes me wonder, we wish we could install one somewhere. Although there is one installed in my parents' basement.
Yeah.
I don't think it gets used much these days. My dad used to use the fans down there, but
yeah?
my mom, I doubt she uses any of the fans in the house, to be honest.
Yeah.
My dad was the one that actually liked the function of fans.
Okay. Well, A little bit longer than I thought, but I know this tends to have a quick spin down. They just do.
Doesn't seem that quick. I mean, maybe this one got used a lot and the bearings really got broken in well.
Yeah.
This one is a better performer than some of the other ones I've tested, too. I've
Yeah.
tested some of these that were not nearly as nice, so...
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, that is a long...
Yeah.
Wow.
Taking its sweet time.
Yeah.
Which ones were you comparing it to? Ones you had or ones at the church?
Well, the ones at the church.
They had the quick spin down?
Fairly.
I bet you they just didn't use them enough and the bearings were stiff. And that might have been where the clicking noise came from, too.
I noticed they didn't, like, especially at first when they never used them as much. Unlike the school, the church of my grade school, they just were on all the time.
What did they have again?
Just those G event, white
Gotcha,
G
yeah,
event, but
yeah.
they were like on medium all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like they never really. I told you the only time they get turned off is that one organist that liked to turn them off when he played.
Yeah, it's quite the spin down.
Yeah, that is. So I would definitely watch them spin down. I would go for spin down on those.
Too bad we don't have a video from your parents' church.
Oh no, I didn't. This was way before we had this technology.
Yeah, you had to bring a camcorder in.
Yeah.
And that would have been...
And that would have been... It felt pointless to do back then because
Yeah.
I would have nowhere to project.
Put it on no tube.
Yeah, there was no tube back then. Yeah, it was just... Oh my god, that is... But I even did where
Fill the gold lines above it just in case they're helping it. That normally is not a factor, but...
No. No, they're going slow enough to where that's...
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is just... They're off, they're not even a factor. Okay. Well, with this kind of slowing down, I'm going to guess pretty low. I think I'm going to go with 2.
I'll try 1.
All right, let's see. 1. No.
Changing mine to 3.
No, you already put in. I said 2.
Looks like 2's going to go. I remember the one in my parents' basement. I had to make my own speed control because there was no capacitor-based speed control that had low enough values.
Oh.
And I wanted it to have a range of speeds all the way from aesthetic low, just so it could still run even when my parents didn't want it run, because like they would, you know, because if they didn't want it on, I could put it on a speed like this and say, see, it's not doing anything. And that way it would still get used.
You know, similar. I reminded me of the that Homestead Superfan, the little one. If you just turn on the light, it goes on real slow too. You just can't turn it completely off.
So that's 2.
Yeah. Okay, what's the drawing? Here's 3. I know you'd want 3, but you could probably see what a 3-speed. I doubt that a 4-speed's gonna work on this.
No.
Usually something.
By the way, that video we did of the anemometer on the gold line, on the 85 gold line, I'm probably just gonna delete that because it turns out it had a balloon in it. So that's not valid data.
No, it's not. I took it down. I started seeing the pieces. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So here's 4.
I like this little fan.
And what did it draw on high?
0.31.
Oh wow, that is a big inrush, and it's already at 0.2, and that's at 4. So here's 5. This might be 5. I'm debating. Kind of debating on that. If that might be a little too fast for a low.
That's too fast for low. I agree.
Just in general, I mean, 4 was it could work.
Yeah.
But 3, I'd like to have it do something.
That's why I told you I think you need to make your own control if you want to use this on capacitors.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Because remember, the church had one, just kind of like how I have the gold lines, or formerly the taps,
Yep.
just one solid state for 4. What's that?
And how many fans do they have total? Just 4 total?
Yeah, 4.
And 1 solid state. And did the solid state make noise?
No.
Okay.
Not really. I mean, they made a little. Just
Gotcha.
Like
Well, we'll find out what this does.
But, it was just one solid state doing them all. And that's 6, and that's already up there, so you're right. I don't think I'd have a good range.
But that's why you can make your own control. Yeah, we're at high now.
Yeah, and that's 7.
Yep. See if it goes over with 8. Crunch, 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 crunch.
So no 8, 12, 20.
Hit the high switch. I'm pretty sure it's over, though. Oh, okay.
It inrushes.
Yeah, so then take it back off. So it's not over. It's just got an inrush issue.
Yeah.
Well, keep going. Let's give it a little more.
Here is 9. And that one can arm I had in place of the Carib before when I initially was acted the same way too. I can't use any solid state on it. Or no, not solid
Any
state.
capacitor base.
Capacitor. Here's 10.
Okay, so we're still not over.
What's it drawn high?
3-1 is what it'll drop to.
Yeah. So we're right
So
there.
we're still under with 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're under, just under.
So let's see.
It's going to inrush again.
We're right at it.
Yep.
Okay, we're a hair under still.
Yeah, let's
My
see.
nose hair.
12. That's 12.
Still not over. Maybe it doesn't go over.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Just trying to flop an 18, 19, 20. I'm at 20 already.
Still not over. Well, nope, it dropped. So we're still not over.
20.
Hit the high switch. Yep. So safe on any control, but
no,
you don't get much. We'll put it on 11. Let's see if a 4-7-11 would work. Okay, so then
it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't drop down.
It dropped down. It dropped down 100th.
But that's nothing.
But at least you could use it on a 4-7-11, and it wouldn't.
But it'd be pointless.
But medium and high would be, for all intents and purposes, the same. It wouldn't be pointless because you'd have 3 usable speeds, but you wouldn't have 4.
Yeah.
Or you could also use it on a 5-10, and or if for that matter, you could use it on. Yeah, I guess the either all the 3-speed controls you have. Do you have any that are anything other than 5-10?
Out of 3, and actually they're 5/8.
Oh, you've got some 5/8s.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The
you could.
designer is a 5/8.
So you could use it on a 4-7-11, and medium high would be useless, or you could use it on a 5/8.
Yeah, and even 8 is useless.
Well, let's see how it's solid state.
Okay. Yeah, 8, 12.
Yeah, this is a particularly good runner. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd love to hang this somewhere, but I don't know where.
Well, if I ever decided on the date in Lascaux, which I don't know I want to quite yet, this could go there.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
What other small fans are up there? The Codep.
Yeah, but I like that coat.
Yeah.
It's just too cool.
That's got to go somewhere.
I know, and then I know we have another View fan, that big golden fan with those unique
Yep.
4 blades.
And then
That's
there's
just-
also the little CEC in back.
Yeah,
But that's also super cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
And I mean, honestly, I think the Carib should stay. It's the only one that we know of like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
Well, the only other thing I could think of is maybe that union with this, because that one's still just stiff.
I like them all being pointy.
Okay. Yeah.
You can put it right there
What?
between the shop light and the beam. Make one more fan. Put one on each end.
Okay.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's a space there for a 36-inch fan between the new shop lights, the two you just added.
Yeah.
Between those and then the rafter the gold lines are on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could fit one on each end theoretically.
Yeah. Have to expand the control somehow.
That's true. Or add them to the control down here.
Oh yeah, I could.
Because they're technically over this space.
Yeah, I just gotta see where I wanna do that. I think I got one more. Probably since those draw barely any current, I could probably.
Well, it depends. Because you could put one of those up, and then what would you put on the other side? What's another 36? What did we talk about? The brown one.
Yeah.
Put the brown Leslie lock up somewhere.
Or that brown.
That's what I meant. The brown. Rick called it a Leslie lock, so now I call it a Leslie lock, even though I've had it.
It's a gold line.
Yeah. Or we could put a 36-inch ring fan. We don't have any of those hanging.
Yeah.
We got plenty of 36-inch fans. Caribbean Breeze. We got a Caribbean Breeze down here.
Yeah, we do. Okay, solid state.
How quiet do you think it's going to be?
I think it'll be at least bedroom quiet.
Okay, I'll go with living room.
Okay, I know these were not quite.
You want to turn off the other fans?
Yeah. All right. Totally silent. Wow. It's like so smooth, but I know it's a little bit of a...
Oh, once you get to medium, it's no longer... It was dead silent until you got to medium.
Right.
When you get to medium, it's like...
Basically bedroom quiet.
It's low end of bedroom. Low end of bedroom. Okay. You know what we forgot to do with the leading edge? We forgot to do the Rick and metal test.
Oh, yeah.
So let's do the leading edge real quick. How metal is that?
It's fairly.
Remember, you got the 3. You got to stick to the 3. And you wouldn't cooperate with me and Rick. We wanted them to be 3 different categories, but yours are all bands. So
Yeah.
which band is it?
You know, it would definitely be Iron Maiden type.
Iron Maiden. So that's the middle category.
Yeah, Megadeth, Iron Maiden.
Okay. How metal is the 36?
This one is definitely like thrash metal, where it's like close to Cannibal Corpse.
You only have 3 categories. So is it Iron Maiden or is it Cannibal Corpse?
Oh, it's definitely.
And you can do like low end of one or high end of the other, the way we all do.
When I say like Slayer, Anthrax.
No, stop naming more bands. I can't remember all the metal bands. There's too many. You got a different shirt. How many metal shirts do you have?
Oh, yeah.
No, seriously, how many metal shirts do you have?
I can't count.
I've never seen you wear anything other than a shirt with a metal band on it. Do you even own shirts that don't have metal bands on them?
Drum names. That's about it.
No, we only need to get some fans. If Envirofan made a shirt, then that'd be the missing. So, now how do you decide which metal shirt to put on every day? You just grab the next one on the pile?
Basically.
Okay, so you could only say 3 bands. Okay. Cannibal Corpse, Iron Maiden, or what was the other one? Last one. It started with a B, I thought.
No, Five Finger.
Okay, I don't know where I got B from. Five Finger Death Punch.
Which is the boo category.
It's the live, laugh, love of metal bands. So, you can only name one of those 3 bands. You can say high end or low end of any given category, but don't mention any more bands.
High end of Iron Maiden.
High end of Iron Maiden. Thank you. That was so much work. I don't know where these fall on the Rick test, but I'm going to guess that both of them are wood grain station wagon. Yeah. Because I've never heard him rave about them, but I know he loves Stamp's leading edges. So if you love a Stamp leading edge, you got to love the cast one, right?
Right. But the thing is, with these are the modern gold line of 36 inch, which means this is one that I can get any day of the week.
Well, it's a great thing we can get it every day of the week.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll always be able to do that.
Yeah. And
So.
the thing is, because these, and I know you put these in a laundromat.
I did. 9 of them. That's a lot for a laundromat.
Yes. And now, where was the pick and save that you saw these at?
Middleton, where Neil's party was. I should have mentioned it to you. You could have stopped there after Neil's party.
Okay.
It was very close to where that park is. But you know where Middleton is now.
Yeah.
So it's out there. If you just go to Pick and Save Middleton, it's on Century Avenue.
Okay.
Did you pass Century Avenue when you were out there?
Yeah, I did.
If you saw Pick and Save on Century Avenue, that has these in it.
Okay.
And I should have. I was not feeling well that day, and I was trying to rest up for today. So I was in the bed most of the day, and then I had to do something for my wife. And I was trying to get done with the thing for my wife in time to join y'all at the party. And by the time I texted you, you were like, "It's anyhow." That's why I didn't think to mention it. But next time you're out that way, definitely stop. And it's also kind of on the way back from House on the Rock, depending on which way you go, because there's a couple different ways to go to House on the Rock.
All right.
Okay, so this is the last fan of the night. So let's thank our sponsors.
Yes.
First of all, of course, Fan Stick.
Yes. Get fans.
Fan Stick.
Grab fan stick.
Sure, I think you should grab Fan Stick.
Fan stick.
Fan Stick.
Buy fan stick.
Buy Fan Stick. Fan Stick is the solution to all of my problems. And to find out more about Fan Stick, go to buyfanstick.com, fanstick.biz, or lightstick.biz for the companion piece. For a fun game you can play with your friends, go to rickersheep.com.
Yep.
For all your manufacturing needs, good manufacturing company for when excellence is too much. When you're hungry for a taco, a burrito, or a Mexico, I go to Taco Burrito Mexico.
Yes. Burrito Mexico.
And of course, the best company making 4-speed controls, 81220 LLC, where our motto is crunch, 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 crunch. Who am I forgetting? Florida Fan Stick, now 69% longer and harder than regular Fan Stick.
Yes.
To find out more, go to buyfanstickxxx.com.
Yep.
What else?
Oh, yes.
Sperry, the beverage of choice of fan collectors. Lifts it just a little bit higher. So, what's the motto for Sperry, Pete?
Oh, I got one. It's very good.
It's Sperry good. Okay, we're going to upgrade the motto. We've the advertising agency has come back with an updated slogan. The focus groups love it.
Yep.
And
we said the good manufacturing.
We did say the good manufacturing company.
Yes.
So, as always,
Ricker Sheep.
I said Ricker Sheep.
I didn't hear you say Ricker Sheep.
I'm pretty sure I did, but just in case I didn't, go to. I think I did. Well, let's watch the playback. But just in case I didn't, go to rickersheep.com to play a fun game you can play with your friends.
Yep.
As always, patreon.com/dspiffy. And what else can they do, Pete? They can buy Fan Stick. Thanks for watching.